Hi everyone and welcome to GFK video. In today's episode of Towns, Plungė. Plungė lies in the northwest of Lithuania, in the region Žemaitija. Tauragė of our last episode lies in the same region. However, the language of this region, Žemaitiška or Žemaitijų kalba, is much more prevalent in Plungė. The small river Babungas flows through the town, which later fills a lake to the west of Plungė, where a hydroelectric dam is located. Plungė lies in Telšiai County, named after Telšiai, a town to the east of Plungė. The area around Plungė was inhabited since the 5th century BC. From the 14th to the 16th century, the lands of Plungė belonged to the Gandinga district. As of 1567, Plungė was mentioned as a town, and in 1792 it gained Magdeburg rights, a set of rights that are granted to a town for regulation of some levels of internal autonomy. Slightly later, Plungė fell into the hands of some very notable people of the time. Platon Zubov, a prince and one of Catherine the Great's favorites, had Plungė under his control for about 67 years, followed by the notable Oginsky family. The Oginsky family, a noble family in the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, built a palace here in 1879. The Second World War made Lithuania an area wherein standoffs between Nazis and Soviets were fierce. When the Nazis fully occupied Lithuania, Plungė lost nearly all of its Jewish population due to the Plungė massacre of 1941. After the Soviets pushed back Germany, Lithuania was Soviet occupied until 1990. In that time, Plungė grew to a town with some industry, but the Soviet plans for the town to become a regional center never materialized. After regaining independence in 1990, many of Plungė's companies went bankrupt. Also, it has lost about a third of its population ever since. Nevertheless, Plungė has turned out to be a well-maintained town with various nice sites and strong outside connections. Plungė lies along the A11, the major road between Geolayers and the coastal town of Plungė. This road also carries a European road number, E272, which goes from Vilnius to Klaipėda. Along the east side lies the 164, a route from Mažeikiai to Tauragė. To the southwest, the 166 to Veržėčiai, and to the northwest, the 169 to Skuodas and the Latvian town of Priekulė. Besides that, Plungė has also a railway connection. It lies along the railway line from Vilnius and Geolayers to Klaipėda. Plungė gets served by the express train from Vilnius to Klaipėda, as well as the local service between Radviliškis and Klaipėda. Besides that, there are various regional bus connections. As you can see, Plungė is therefore pretty well connected. As you now know how to reach Plungė, let's dive into the notable sites. And there's no pun intended here. Near the train station lies a small dam in the river Babrinkas, which is really nice for some pictures. The original Freedom Monument was built in 1928 to celebrate the decade of Lithuanian independence. It got destroyed during the Second World War. After gaining independence again in 1990, the monument was soon restored. Close to the Freedom Monument we find Saint Florian. Saint Florian is a saint in the Roman Catholic faith that guards people from fires. As Plungė often had to deal with fires, they asked this saint for help. Now the main attraction of Plungė, the Mykolas Oginskis Palace. Located in a beautiful park, the site, also known as Plungė Manor, was till 1902 the homestead of Mykolas Oginski. Nowadays the Žemaitija Art Museum is located here. It hosts expositions of the variety of art from this region. Located in the same park as Plungė Manor, the clock tower is the oldest still existing building in town. It was built in the mid of the 19th century, during the reign of Platon Zubov. The building has striking similarities with the Palazzo Vecchio in Florence, but the reason why this is the case is unknown. The neo-Romantic St. John the Baptist Church is the eye-catcher of the city center. The church was first built in 1799 as a wooden construction. The current version, in brick, was only finalized in 1933, due to various stops during its construction. The bell tower in front of the church was constructed in 1850 under the rule of Zubov. As the church is built on a hill, the church is very visible throughout Plungė. And now we return to the Old Town Square, which marks the end of this episode. I really hope you enjoyed this video about Plungė. If you enjoyed this video about Plungė, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more episodes in the future, please subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you again in the next video, coming up in 2 weeks. Thank you very much for watching.